The number one mistake that I make when using a circular saw is forgetting to adjust my blade depth. So how you do that is you go to the back of the saw right over here. And I love this Makita saw. I will always recommend it. And right here, you'll see some of these numbers here. This is the depth of the blade. That means how far this blade comes down below the surface of your wood. This is a piece of lumber core plywood, and this is about 3/4 inches thick. Typically, rule of thumb is that your blade depth should be about 1/4 inch more than the thickness of your wood. So 3/4 plus 1/4, that's gonna give me a blade depth that I need to have this at 1 inch. To adjust my blade depth, there's this lever right here. I'm going to push it up, and then it allows me to adjust the depth. So I am going to take this, and again, I love this circular saw. I really like the depth adjustment here. It helps me easily see how deep my blade is. So I'm just going to take my blade depth right here, and I am just going to set it right at 1. And once I get it there, right at 1, I'm just going to take this lever and push it down. So now my blade depth is at 1 inch. I'll show you it like this. You can see that this is also 3/4 inch material down here. You can see my blade is just below. My saw is unplugged, just so you know. The reason you want to adjust your blade depth to 1/4 inch is for better control, and so you don't cut through your support piece. If I never adjusted my circular saw, I would cut through both of these pieces because this is 1.5 inches thick, and this blade depth can go up to 2.5 inches. So I would cut through, my blade would bind, and my saw could kick back, and that's not very safe. So for safety purposes, for the best, cleanest cuts, adjust your blade depth to 1/4 inch below the thickness of your wood. That means if you're cutting 2x material, you're setting your blade depth to about 1 3/4 inches.